recording, it'll be all awful. Hello, everybody.
Condolences.
What's happening?
Can we just
Happy
start
Halloween.
over talking about the 13 Ghost movie and how great it is?
Nah,
That would have been some applicable banter.
no, it wouldn't. There's no ghost in this so far. It's been a lizard monster. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but if we kill the lizard monster, it will be a lizard monster ghost at that point.
But if
So
it was
that's
a guy
the
in a lizard
second
monster
half.
outfit, then it would make sense because he played Shaggy in Scooby-Doo.
The same guy.
Well, it was a lizard monster wearing a lizard monster
To
match,
clarify
right?
for our listeners who haven't turned it off already, we're talking about Matthew Lillard movies.
You know,
Mhm.
so to tie this into the game, a special guest at the Weird Al Yankovic concert you're trying to go to, hosted by or promoted by the Dr. Demento, a very young, I don't know, and Matthew Lillard's probably what?
About 50 something, 53 maybe. I don't know. How
Is
old
he?
is
So he'd be like 12.
54. I almost had it.
I'd be 13. A very
Yeah.
young Matthew Lillard is at the show. Y'all don't know that. He's not famous in any way, shape, or form, but if your characters don't get to this Weird Al Yankovic concert and save it, Matthew Lillard will have never existed.
Oh, that's a meta currency.
Oh no!
It's a terrible timeline you guys will open up. And this names don't matter. Most names don't matter. Matthew Lillard's name matters. Weird Al Yankovic's real name doesn't matter, but his stage name, Weird Al Yankovic, matters.
Serial Mom. He's in Serial Mom.
Weird Al?
No, Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Willard.
No,
Lillard.
Weird Al is in the first Naked Gun movie.
Is he?
Yeah. When Leslie Nielsen gets off the plane, there's a podium, and he walks up and he starts giving a little speech. And they're like, "The podium's not for you; it's for Weird Al." And he turns around, and Weird Al's got all these women around him, and he's like happy.
Happy. He's happy.
It's just it's real brief, but he's in it
Huh.
Okay.
because Weird Al is in the first Naked Gun movie. I'm sure there's 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon that would include Weird Al,
Anybody, any other movie featuring O.J. Simpson?
Matthew Lillard, and
Yeah, that's
Kevin
right.
Bacon.
OJ was in that because he spiked a baby.
Yeah, that wasn't in the movie. It's real-
That was
Aw.
an accident.
You're thinking Bill Cosby.
oh.
Different kind of spiking.
Gonna put a Quaalude in the baby's bottle.
Oh no.
Jello pudding pots.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
When we last left off
oh, please, God,
in
thank
this
you.
horrid tale of names don't
Another
matter.
horror is really beginning.
Hmm.
Matt was
Let's go.
playing Alan, a supermarket cart repairman. Mahogany was playing Janet, a toll booth operator and mother to many. Noob was playing Moonbeam, a weed dealer. He's dressed up for the part tonight. Terrence was playing Spencer, a comic book artist.
Aspiring.
Yeah,
I'm unemployed.
right. That's the fantasy here, is that this guy's unemployed and you have to go to work tomorrow.
Ah, sweet unemployment.
And then Kevin was playing Brick, a sound guy at a local club. Their ages range from 25 to 45. They're an
That's
eclectic
just
group of people.
That's just
We're-
the power of Weird Al, bringing
Yeah.
people.
I think we found out y'all met on a weird forum before the internet. So, like in a library, if you like Weird Al, call this number. And
The party line.
Weird Al party line in 1983. And met at a mall. You took Tim's van because he got diarrhea and couldn't go, but he gave you the van. The van broke down because it ran out of gas because the gas gauges broke. You found yourself in a supermarket where you came across a guy who is now currently locked in the bathroom, Zeb, the namesake of the gas station, who thinks he's a wizard because his mind broke when he saw this orb break open, and then his brother was killed by a lizard man dressed in a lizard man costume. You guys fought and killed the lizard man / lizard man costume, and have a pamphlet that says that the tire factory that the Weird Al Yankovic show is heading at is a mile through the woods. I want to say as the crow flies, but we all know that's a stupid way to give directions.
It's that way over something you can't drive over.
What was the name of that show, Mahogany? Or
had a real dumb name.
yeah, it's the guy from Office Space is the lead in it. He's a recovering alcoholic, and there's one bit where
Louder Milk.
Louder Milk. I've seen that. Yeah.
They pull over to ask for directions. The guy goes, "Oh, it's about 4 miles that way as the crow flies." And he goes, "Oh, as the crows flies? Do you also want to tell us how long it takes a bunny hop to get there? You son of a bitch!"
That show was. I watched all of it, and I didn't know why.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's fun. It's it had that moment that really made me laugh, and the rest of it was just okay. Strong endorsement for Louder Milk.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the first episode, you probably watch the whole thing and not know why.
You got to watch until the guy asks for directions, and he gets mad about as the crow flies, because then
you're done.
I laughed until my stomach hurt, and then I don't think I've laughed since. At all.
That's a tragedy.
He was just randomly very aggressively rude to people, just randomly, and it just made me laugh a lot. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I like to think,
not on this YouTube channel.
No, probably not. As I say, I'd like to think that it's the same character from Office Space who later regretted giving up the fact that he didn't care about stuff and then got bitterly angry about it.
I feel like that was, I think Office Space may have been a prequel.
No. Same guy.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The main character from Office Space.
He was such a bland person. I don't remember anything.
Exactly.
Like, I remember the Michael Bolton character fairly well. There's the stapler guy. Because there's Lumberg.
Also, he was in like Band of Brothers.
Do not care.
He's got generic white guy face and attitude and voice. It's,
He looks like he could be like Charlie Sheen's older brother or something.
Yeah. Like when you make a cheese sauce, you don't think about the milk that it requires to make it good. He's the milk, like he bonds the other ingredients together so they can really showcase.
I thought the root bonds the ingredients together. The milk just makes it wet.
Yeah, well, without milk in that sauce, it's just chunky cheese.
Show's not great.
No.
Much like this one. Moving on.
Much like this one. This is going mid places.
Let's go into the woods.
Okay. So if you recall, you probably don't. There was that weird divot into the garage, and through some off-camera investigations, you've discovered that there was a tow truck that drug this meteor here. I don't think y'all know what's a meteor. Sure, but you do now. It's fine.
Sure.
So you're going to follow this into the woods, this weird trail with this divot towards the tire factory. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at. Let's just go there. We'll just, this is improv, but it's not a stage, and you can turn this off at any time. You don't have to pay or park. You're here. It's fine.
Better than Louder Milk. So.
It is slightly better than Louder Milk.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we've put out more episodes.
There you go.
Our budget's way smaller though, so I don't know where the scales are at on that. You're walking through the woods, and it's late now. The moon hangs in the sky, covered by thick, dark clouds. Shadows dance around I don't know what kind of light sources you guys have.
Got dark vision.
Okay. It's in your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lighter.
The flashlights we took from Tim's trunk toolbox to walk to the gas station initially in the dark.
Sure.
Yeah, we did have a couple flashlights.
Yeah. I feel like this is one of those old TV shows where the flashback or the previously on is important because it's stuff they couldn't fit in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So they throw it in there. It's like, oh, they did get flashlights. It's like, I don't remember watching that episode and they got flashlights. And it's like, well, they did. We didn't put it in that episode. We put it in the flashback of this episode.
I just didn't think getting the flashlights is a good like use of screen time. I'm just assuming the flashlights were there.
Not to get us off track again, but I remember when I was really enjoying The Walking Dead around season 1.
You watched it all.
I watched all of it. I was really enjoying it that first season. There was a big discussion about like where they use the bathroom, toilet paper, all this other stuff. And my favorite comment was like, who wants to watch that show? Like, who do you really need to know every episode the trials and tribulations they go through to not have an itchy, dirty butthole? Can we just get back with the zombies?
Mm-hmm.
And as these thoughts are racing through your head,
we actually did get that show in season 2.
Oh yeah. Everybody roll your preferred method of dice and let me know if you got under your average or over your average.
I got my average.
Perfect.
I rolled a 12 on D12.
So
I think 8 is under average.
On 2d8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Average is 9.
Boom. There it is.
2d8.
Those are your dice. You figure out your own average. Those of you who got over don't notice exactly, but those of you who got under will notice the occasional like strobe light off in the distance.
Hey, that must be the concert.
And yeah, there it is. Must be the concert. If you listen very carefully, I found this song on Free Music Archive by Polka Madre. Let me share it. Share it. I was gonna do the AI music, but it's not good. So I found an actual band who put their music up for free on Free Music Archive, and I'm gonna play it here.
And it's
all right. Let's do it. Plug them.
Polka to the people.
Some of the names in there are kind of not real.
It's a lot quieter than that where you're at.
Kind of like it. Kind of makes me think of the Doors a little. That kind of makes me think of the Doors a little bit.
No, don't mention the Doors. Mahogany hates them.
I like how it just busted out in like a big klezmer thing toward the end there.
No, that was not towards the end. That was 18 seconds out of 3 minutes.
Toward the end of the clip we heard. I don't know how much.
Oh, wow.
If you like that song, stick around to the end. I'll play the whole thing for the credits. Again, that's Polka Madre's song, Funeral Brahms. So you're going the right way through this spooky forest area. You can see where whatever drove this down here is like push smaller pine trees and stuff out of the way to get to where it's going. Who's kind of taking the lead on this trek through the woods?
Alan will. Nobody else wants to.
Okay, Alan.
Take the lead.
Give me a check. Give me a high or low on your average.
Low.
You're walking and your flashlight catches a weird divot in the trail before you, and you would have almost stumbled. And you look in there and you can see like a garbage trash detritus. It looks like fresh snacks from the gas station behind you, and some of them weren't opened yet.
Oh right, combos.
Yeah, I'm gonna snatch up one of those unopened ones because I'm hungry. It's been a while. We walked a long way.
So you reached out and you grabbed the bag of combos as Terrence's character goes, ooh, combos, like he's going to ask you for those. Give me another check.
Pizza ones?
Were they around in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Actually,
They're like one
no.
of the original.
It's just
The
cheese.
pizza ones weren't?
Just
It's
cheese.
in the 80s.
Okay, just the cheese. 8. So, yep, under.
So as you grab the bag and lift it up, you can see that there was a hand kind of holding it. It's been crushed under the ground. It's buried in the mud. It's sticking up. It looks fresh, but it's all not fresh. It looks old. It's got the rigor mortis. It was clawed into that bag. It's got a weird big cuffed arm. You can't really see past the elbow where the rest of the body goes, but it's the hand is.
I'll stumble back and fall over.
Dude, you dropped the snacks.
Kind of scoot, use my legs to kind of scoot, push myself away, but not really getting up.
Okay.
And I'll be shining my light over there.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
You shine your light on it and scream. It begins to move.
What, with the hand?
The hand begins to move.
What the hell? But there's somebody under there. Get them out.
Oh my god, no, get away from it.
Are you kidding? There's a guy buried here.
He's alive. We got to get him out.
No, he's not. That's not a hand of a living thing.
Is it?
What else could it be?
How the hell do you know? It's moving.
It's moving. It's a person. So.
Is it that person's hand?
It is a human hand.
Oh, then
I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab like the wrist and try to pull.
You two are freaking out.
So
it's a
both
person.
Alan and Spencer, I guess, are the two that kind of take lead. And Alan, you grab the hand. Spencer, you kind of start dusting around looking for the other hand. And you come across it. Y'all each get a hand at this point and pull up this person. And what you see is obviously a dirty old hobo who is now also a zombie.
Oh.
Let's roll for initiative.
No, you're right. He was dead.
Hobo zombies. Didn't we mention that last game?
I think we did.
Like it came up as those tend to in these stories.
So on Google, they have a free dice roller, but if you go through the searches, the stuff, you can turn into a spinner. So I'm not using dice anymore. Using a wheel dice.
You still have to use your D12.
It has 12 sides. It's the same thing.
Okay.
All right.
I got a 2.
Moonbeam. So that's under. You'll go first. Alan.
I got over.
After the zombie.
Actually, I got average. I got dead on the average. I got a 9. So is that over?
Is it?
It's not under.
8?
Yeah, it's meter unders, but for this, I'm just gonna say, yeah, you'll go before them.
Okay.
Janet.
Under.
All right. Also quick to react. Spencer.
Over.
Doesn't like what's happening. Brick.
Over.
Also slow to react, and the monster. It doesn't matter. It goes either before or after everybody. So, yeah, Alan, Janet, and Moonbeam, you're all the first to react. It's like as the mud falls away from the face, also a lot of the flesh does. And it's got these pupilless, like yellow glowing eyes and the big, what's his name? Teeth.
Gary Busey.
Oh, I like that's not who I was thinking of, but yeah, he's got Gary Busey teeth.
It's a really horrible visual.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's got
That dude looks like a zombie now. I mean, he looks like no makeup. A zombie.
It's current Gary Busey in a hobo attire.
Or regular Gary Busey.
Glowing yellow eyes.
Yeah.
So Alan, Janet, or Moonbeam?
I throw my quart of siphon gas at it.
Jesus Christ!
Okay.
I mean,
And free action to roll a joint. Pass turn.
You have to roll to see if you hit it with the gas.
Hold on, my spinner takes a second. It's a little bit longer than actual dice.
It's spinning.
I thought this was going to be an improvement.
1.
People do that.
Oh,
Critically succeeds.
yeah, critical succeed. So when you chunk the gas at it, it actually goes right into the creature's eyes and nose and mouth.
Oh, nice.
And then you begin rolling a joint.
Yeah, use my other action to roll the joint.
Am I still like? I was holding on to it. Am I still holding on to it? Or is it? Or
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to get away. So I'm gonna hit its arm hit the arm with my flashlight and try to
Okay.
backpedal away
Give
from
me that
it.
roll, high or low.
2.
Yeah. So you bat the arm away.
All right.
The flashlight.
Back up. Yeah. Do I do some damage to that crusty old rotten arm?
No, Janet.
Come on. A 2. That was a 2.
You said you were trying to get away from it, not hurt it. So you escaped.
I escapaded.
Janet's going to reach into her messy bun and pull out her emergency matches that are hidden by her emergency cigarettes that she's got in there.
Okay.
And
Give me a roll.
gonna-
Let's make sure that you've got them.
That is a 4, so
Yeah.
that is under.
You've got them for sure.
She's gonna strike a couple together just to make sure,
Okay.
and toss the whole thing at the thing and run away from it.
Is it the matchbox or is it the matchbook?
It's like a matchbook. It's
Okay.
like
So you folded them and
matches.
light them so they're stuck on there and then throw in the whole book.
Yeah.
All right. Give me one more roll.
This guy's like right next to me.
11.
All right.
Oh.
So it's one of those shitty matchbooks, and when you strike it, it just all the head just melts away on there, but there's no spark. So you're sitting there for a few seconds, like back and forth, trying to get it to light, but you can't get the matches to light. Spencer or Brick will go after the Gary Busey monster. We'll spell it differently so Gary Busey, the real one, doesn't come after us. Because I saw him on, he's got an animal show where he's a judge. I think we made it 4 minutes.
You could just add an extra S in his name.
Yeah.
It'll clear it up.
It's not good. Alan got away, but Spencer, you're kind of stuck in a moment of terror, and the yellow eyes look towards you, and its mouth immediately goes towards your neck to bite.
Yeah.
Roll your dice.
What am I rolling for?
Average.
What purpose am I rolling for?
Oh, to not get bit by this Gary Busey monster.
All right.
That's not Gary Busey.
Oh,
Gary Busey.
1. That's a 2.
That's not how it's pronounced.
Wait, you rolled 2 1s?
Yes.
That's like a critical success for your dice.
Well, good.
Yeah. So not only do you manage to not get bit, he's no longer holding you.
Okay.
You're able to scamper back a few feet.
All right. I immediately. It's not my turn.
Yeah, it's either your turn or Brick's turn. I'll say it's your turn since you rolled the 2 1s.
Okay. I'll immediately go digging into my pants, my waistband for the gun. Ah, jeez! Ah, jeez!
Oh yeah, you've got a gun.
Pull it out and try to fire it.
Give me the roll.
12. It's 2 6s.
Oh no! roll a d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know it's gonna be right to left. If you're watching the video, it'll be right to left. But they don't, because their zoom's laid out differently than mine, so they won't know.
Where's my
It could
gun?
be the same.
There,
It might be.
That's a D8. Oh, here's a D10. Okay. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you pull the gun out to shoot, and it goes off as it's coming out of your pocket, and it wings Noob's character, Moonbeam. Moonbeam, give me a roll. Let's see what your average is here.
I will not give you a roll. I'll give you a spin on my wheel. Almost done
They
5.
finally spun the wheel.
Spin is just a flat roll, so it's the same.
So under your average?
But yeah.
All right. So you see the gun coming up and you go to get back. He shoots, it misses you, but it hits the joint right out of your fingers. If it had been just any bits lower, your fingers would be gone. But the joint's gone.
Oh.
And Mahogany, two ones is a crit success for him. 2 6s is a crit failure because we're going low rolls. So he rolled 2 6s.
Oh, I just heard it wrong, I guess.
And it's Brick's go. A gun's been fired. A zombie's coming after you. And worst of all, it looks like Gary Bussey.
Bussy?
Yeah, I still have my pry bar from the garage, so I'm gonna try and circle around it, and then if I can get behind it, run from behind and like sort of sweep the legs with the pry bar.
Okay.
Trip.
A leg, of course. Someone's been watching this Karate Kid.
And I rolled a 9, so above average.
Oh, so you try to hit the legs, but instead you're like a bad golfer. You hit too much dirt, and it sends a little reverberation up your arm. You don't lose control of your weapon, but you don't hit the leg. You do, however, hear something else coming out from behind you. And those of you who aren't too scared to look away from Gary Bussey will look behind where Brick is, and you see an old man come out the woods, and he's holding his arm, and it's covered in this weird ooze. And he's like, I touched the ooze with a stick. Oh, my God. Round 2.
What? Oh, great. Dead hobos and now living hobos. This is the worst night ever.
So Alex, Janet, or Moonbeam?
Do I see the joint, or is it just gone?
It got shot.
All right.
You should still be holding part of it. It's just smaller now.
Moonbeam spends his action looking for what's left of his joint.
God. Janet, get them matches lit.
No, you don't understand. So what I've designed here is a stoner class, which they're very powerful. I have a flamethrower. I have a quart of gasoline. However, one of my actions is always for weed, so I only get half the amount of actions. It's just how it works.
Okay. I thought you were going to say marijuana was your material component.
No, it's just
like he's like Popeye, but with pot. Pot.
Well, then I'll take my trusty lighter and my hairspray and spray the zombambo.
Okay.
You want me to spin that wheel?
Oh, yeah.
Spinning. Ooh, 7.
That's under, yeah?
Under or over?
I'm on a 12.
Oh,
12, that's over.
Over.
Let's see. Moonbeam. Moonbeam's score was 9. That should be a success. I rolled all
I did. That seemed really unfair. So that number is different. It's for a different thing. Just gonna do averages. Everybody's got a 50-50 here tonight, just to make it go a little faster.
Okay.
That number will still come up. But Moonbeam, yeah, that's you either try with the lighter or the hairspray doesn't click in the right direction, but yeah, you don't succeed.
Spend my other action looking for trying to roll another joint.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
The class gets 1 free extra action, but it's only joint related.
Yeah.
Alex or Janet?
Like at the end of every turn, he's just hitting the grinder.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep on
Janet.
trying to light those matches.
Okay.
10.
Another match head just disintegrates into the book. No go, Alan.
All right. I don't have anything to make fire with, so I will. I'm gonna try to hit it in the knee with the flashlight. Just
Okay.
try to knock it down as it's trying. I mean, I'm assuming it's trying to come for. Wait, went for Spencer or Spencer, right? That's yours, Terrence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as he's kind of leaning that way. I'll try to hit him in the knee, try to knock him down.
Yeah, go for it.
And nope. That's the average. I got 90 on 5 and a 4.
You're looking for meet or beat. So
I meet it then.
yeah, so you hit it in the knee.
Hit it in the knee.
Yeah,
Whack.
you knock the creature to the ground.
Like,
Roll your dice again.
3 to 2, 5. So under.
5. You manage to hit it hard enough to damage the knee, and it buckles. It's it's so old and decrepit that when you hit the knee, the top half of the body falls, but the foot stays stuck in the mud with just up to the knee is left. So now you've got, just his shin and foot are in the mud, and the rest of his body is flailing around on the ground.
What the hell? All
And
right.
it's his go.
Gross.
And it's gonna try to roll towards let's roll randomly. 1, 2, 3 people that are close to it. 1. Alan, since you hit it in the knee, it's gonna roll towards you. Give me a check.
Oh, 7 to 3, 10. Over.
So he gets a hold of you and he goes to bite your leg. Roll your dice again.
7 under.
What's your number? Is it 7 now? What's your number?
My number's 5.
Over. So it bites into your leg. Ah. So
Oh, I got to be under that number?
yeah, so your number was 5, right?
Yeah.
Now it's 4 because you've been bitten.
Oh, okay. Every time I roll, am I supposed to be under that number?
No, we're just doing averages for normal checks, but if I'm going to work this into like a damage thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. So I'm a 4 now.
Yeah, it's going to be harder and
All
harder
right.
to avoid damage because now you're at 4. Rolling 2d8s.
Yeah.
If you notice,
All right.
when you do proper Halloween things, maybe that number goes back up.
Okay.
I am doing proper Halloween things. I'm panicking and shooting at things.
Yeah. I tried to run.
I have to think it's properly Halloween, and I've got weird taste.
I did kind of like a Halloween movie thing where I actually grabbed the hand of the zombie trying to pull it out of the ground.
You did.
Which everybody watching a Halloween movie be like, don't do that.
You did
That's
do
what
it.
they
You
do.
did do that.
I even said don't do that.
Good.
Yeah. So Kevin, you should go up a point for being smarter than
damn
him. No, so the zombie has latched on to Alan's leg. You guys see blood gush out of the wound. I'm assuming because you prepare shopping carts, you're probably wearing cargo shorts
Yeah. Extra pockets.
and tall socks.
The white ones, well, I mean, they were white. They're kind of yellowish.
Yeah, red now.
Ugh.
And then the hobo in the back goes. He starts making noise as the ooze has now covered his whole body, and he's undulating like gelatin out there.
Wait, he just showed up and oozed at us? That's disgusting.
He's the old
Transform.
man from the ooze who pokes the meteor with the stick, and the ooze runs up the stick and takes over his arm.
You mean the blob?
The blob. Yeah, he's the blob.
The ooze.
He's the ooze.
Oh, he's the ooze. We can't afford those
He's
royalty
not the
rights
blob.
either.
He's the
Not the
ooze.
blob. He's the ooze.
Yeah, no copyright infringement because we're using ooze and not blob.
Alan, Janet, Moonbeam.
All right.
I mean,
still
I'm
there,
gonna
right?
try to. Yeah,
Oh.
you going Moonbeam?
I was gonna suck down the joint and then flick the roach at him while it's still lit.
All right.
Okay, he's attached to me, so you know.
Yeah. Well, should have thought twice before you shot it out of my hand.
That wasn't me.
Oh shit! I rolled a 10.
How many of those are you smoking?
I didn't shoot you. Oh yeah, he's already flicked the roach at the at the gas covered zombie, but fortunately for Alan, misses. Alan or Moon or Janet.
How much did I get away? I'm trying to hit this thing. I'm gonna hit this thing again in the head, and with the flashlight, I'm hoping I'm still hanging. I'm screaming, and I'm just gonna wail on it, try to get it off of me. 2 5s, 10. Like,
so in your crazy panic, you're not able to hit the thing. You're hitting it, but just not connected well enough to do any real damage.
I'm using my hero point.
Okay. Change your number from 4 to 3.
Bad ideas are part of Halloween. That's also a Halloween thing.
Yeah. If you survive this, maybe you'll get that point back. Janet?
Ooh, excuse
I'm
me.
still flubbing with the matches. I just rolled a 10.
No.
How many matches come in a book?
20.
I'm trying them like 2 at a time.
Oh, so you've used 2 or 6. You've used 6 of them. Maybe you got wet or something, and they're a little damp. Maybe that's why you're having a hard time.
Yeah, or maybe they just suck.
Maybe they're just cheap, shitty. What hour rate motel did you get them from?
What?
An hourly rated motel.
She got them from a dry cleaner. Thank you.
Oh. What bar does Janet go to help cope with the fact that she has so many children?
I don't know.
Think about it.
Think about it.
You think about it while the zombie continues to gnaw on Alan's leg. Give me a roll there, Alan. See if you can't get your leg out of its mouth.
2 and a 1, so I got a 3.
Oh, perfect. So
below.
You yank it right out of the thing's mouth. Take a few steps back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of you. I need to get my old trusty D5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, not Moonbeam. Janet, as you're sitting there struggling to get this, you look up to go throw the matches again, and now this ooze, not a blob, is hurtling towards you. I don't know if y'all heard the weird.
Do that again.
It's great because the sound is gone.
Oh.
It's just you doing weird stuff.
I'll add the sound in post. Be sure to tune in. I won't. Give me a check to see if you don't get coated in ooze.
You gotta go and find some like guy walking in Wellington boots in the mud kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's B, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, so that's 7. That's my average, right?
I forget, what are you rolling?
2d6.
Yeah, that's your average.
So I'm good.
You're good. You just barely managed to jump out of the way before you get oozed. Like a Nickelodeon game show. And now it's either Spencer or Bricks go.
I'll go ahead and try and bash the skull in of the zombie while it's on the ground.
Okay.
And I rolled a 2, so under.
All right. Now roll again, and you want to get under a 9.
Okay. And I rolled a 1.
Oh, minimum.
Crit.
Or lowest you get. Yeah. So you kill. What do you using that crowbar still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pry bar. Yeah.
Pry bar. So you come up and you drop the pry bar right in between Gary Bussey's wide spaced yellow eyeballs. The pry bar goes in through where the nose was. The eyes pop out of both sides, and its teeth go flying in every direction, but it stops moving. Now you only have the ooze to worry about, and it's Spencer's go.
Seeing the zombie probably maybe dealt with, Spencer wheels around toward the charging ooze man. And Gus tries to plug him too. I'm mad with power.
Guns do that to you.
What is that? I miss.
This isn't Blob from Marvel, okay? I'm talking about the horror movie Blob,
Right.
which is as big as the Blob from Marvel, and you missed
Yeah, and
it.
people shot at it like crazy, and it didn't do dick.
Yeah, but y'all don't know that.
I've seen the Blob. It's from the 50s.
No. I really like the remake of the Blob, by the way. I think
No,
it's
a
great.
good movie.
Yeah. Top of the old round again. Alan, Janet, Moonbeam.
I'm gonna try to tear off a piece of my shirt or something, wrap it around my leg.
Okay.
I don't know how bad it is, but you said it was bleeding and my socks were red. So
Oh yeah, he bit in deep.
yeah, I don't want to tear into my cargo pants, because I got useful things in there like screwdrivers and nuts and bolts and stuff.
So you reach in and you rip off your shirt. You start
Yeah,
tying
it's like
off the
part of
wound.
the sleeve or something, and just try to tie wrap it around my leg and tie it off.
Okay.
How bad is it?
It's one of those slow gulpers. Blood, blood, blood.
Ooh, real thick and kind of.
Yeah. Some of the meat's hanging.
Ah. Ugh.
I mean, what do you think Gary Busey's teeth would do to just an exposed leg?
If you're
I feel
wondering,
like that's not gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be a clean cut.
No.
I mean, I feel like it's a little ragged.
I put pictures of them in the Discord, so if you're
Yeah.
wondering,
I mean-
It's basically like a shark bite, but more square.
I don't know where you found pictures of a fictitious character, but that's pretty close to what I imagine him looking
Is
like.
that a picture of him just eating two sausages at the same time?
I'm pretty sure it's AI.
I don't care.
Like that whole buttered sausage thing was all AI, by the way. It's not
Yeah.
real, which sucks.
Yeah, it looks like the lady behind him is also him, but with long hair.
It does. Yeah.
Like, every time you see him with his mouth open, you get the impression someone put his skull in sideways.
It's off centered.
That's
Definitely
mean.
off centered. Yeah, it's mean, Terrence. We don't do that kind of share.
Yeah.
It's not the place for that.
The zombie never went up, did it? We tried to set it on fire, but it's never worked, huh?
It's dead.
It's dead.
You
The
can
whole
still set it on fire though.
It's still covered in
probably a
gasoline.
bad
Right?
idea.
It is, but there's also a blob ooze
Yeah, I know.
attacking.
My
Oh, I know.
news.
Oh, I know.
I just didn't know if you're paying attention because you spent all that time looking for Gary Busey photos.
I'm paying
Which I
attention.
appreciate.
That's attacks us. They killed the zombie, but the zombie's still covered in unlit gasoline. So I would like to throw the zombie at the ooze.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can't be that heavy.
Okay.
I mean,
Give me the roll.
man.
11.
Decrepit hobo.
11, and you were rolling a D30, so that's under.
Average. Under.
D12.
Yeah, no, that's not good. See, you gotta pick up, like, let's say you grab the torso to kind of give it the old heave ho towards the ooze, and you do, but the part that you covered in gasoline, the head is still on the ground with some of the rest of it. So you heave ho the body at the ooze, but it doesn't do anything.
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think you know what my second action is.
Yep.
All right.
Janet.
So the zombie body is near the ooze, but not on the ooze.
Yes.
Also, how does one fight an ooze? Is that like common knowledge? Is that something that Janet would know?
Maybe it's like a snail. You got to throw salt on. Does anybody have
Salt in that
Can
bun?
I roll to see what she would know if she knows a good thing to fight a ooze?
I mean, this isn't like, Pathfinder where there's arcane checks or knowledge nature checks. This is What would Janet do if a big ooze who just dissolved a body was coming at her?
Yeah, she'd probably get the fuck away from it.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. She's probably just gonna get the fuck away from it, but I still have the matches in my hand,
Okay.
just in case. And
Might be flammable.
I'm scanning the ground for like something to keep that ooze away from me. Maybe a big stick. I don't know.
Give me a check. See how lucky you are at finding something.
8. So that's a nah.
No, there are sticks and twigs, but nothing substantial that you think would keep that thing at bay. And it is that thing's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put my D10 up.
That'd be bad.
Good.
Don't say what my number is.
Because of the loud noise, maybe you attracted the attention of the ooze, and it over towards towards Spencer. Give me a roll.
Okay. Seven.
Is that under?
36. So it's just average.
That's
Exactly average. So yeah, you're able to just barely jump out of the way before this creature overtakes you.
So since Kevin walked away, I'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's back.
When
Anyway,
I walk away, it's the same room.
Your
Spencer's
fancy
gonna.
one-room house. There's a toilet behind this camera. I never have to leave.
Spencer's gonna go for hero mode and kick the zombie head at the Zeus guy.
Yeah, all right.
And I got a 6. Thank God.
All right. So yeah, you kick enough of what's left of Gary Busey's head, covered in gasoline, into the ooze, and as it hits, it starts to fizzle and pop, but it's stuck. It's stuck on there.
Can I do another action?
Roll me percentage. Roll me again and try to get under your number.
My number,
which is 7 or less.
I got a 6 again.
6. So whatever this creature's made out of reacts with the gasoline as though matches would, and this ooze lights into fire, and it does that. You hear that like when you drop water on a really hot pan, that sizzle that happens, and it starts to undulate and wobble and warp, but it deteriorates and puffs away quickly, but it leaves this really just foul odor and stench around the group of y'all. Spencer, what's something that actually terrifies you?
Like existentially or like physically?
Either way, like what's the thing that like really scares Spencer?
Oh.
A job.
Not in real life. Not in real
I mean,
life.
it could be something like that. It's whatever you think the character is actually legit has a fear of.
Oh. These are those people that's really hanging on to his teenage fears, so he's afraid of high school bullies.
High school bullies. This won't come up
Still
at all.
scared of him after all these years. He's been a nerd.
Janet, as you cough through the smoke, what's something that actually terrifies Janet?
Outliving one of her children, maybe?
Mm.
That's sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go with Brick. You like tragic backstories with all of your characters?
Well, this time, Brick is.
He's afraid of 2 living parents.
No, he was. His fear is a suit and tie corporate job, Monday through Friday, I am very anti-establishment, man.
So the plot of Office Space.
You're afraid all your hip friends are going to find that you have a business associates in business hidden at your house.
Alan, what's something that terrifies the supermarket grocery cart repairman?
Yeah, he's gonna go with rabid raccoons. He had a bad incident with some around the dumpster behind the supermarket, and never really gotten over it. He's a little skittish at dusk.
Terrifying trash pandas. Cool. Moonbeam. What's something that legit terrifies Moonbeam?
Running out.
No.
Being out of wheat.
Oh, weed.
Or being drafted into the military and having to cut his hair.
Military service.
Also, after all this happens, I know you're still trying to get backstory stuff. Moonbeam's gonna go pick a flower and then grab what's Clarence's hand? What's his name? Terrence?
Spencer.
Spencer, that's it. He's just gonna put the flower in the barrel of the gun and look at him. I'm gonna put it down.
Fire the gun. I'm kidding.
So after the rest of the party murders Moonbeam and they start making their way towards the
As soon as we get away from that, I'm going to pull out a pristine, well cared for Zippo ladder and a pack of clove cigarettes. Tink.
You little shit.
What? This is my dad's.
I'm not getting rid of my lighter either.
Yeah, there was a moment in that stink where you guys all had like a flash of fear. The high school bullies picking on you from back in the day. Maybe a glimpse at a funeral you don't want to be at, Janet. The Brick, you look down and you were wearing a suit and tie for just a brief second. Alan, you hear the scrabbling of trash pandas in the trees above.
No.
And Moonbeam, you can't find your bag for a moment, and you're like, "Oh my god, did I leave it in the van?" But there it is.
Big bag.
The sounds of the raccoons fade, and the other stuff just kind of fades away into the background, and then just for a moment you hear.
I think we're close.
And we'll be back after this break.
Oh, my dear friend, I believe it's found us.
The monster from somewhere coming to cinema near you.
Oh. That's a mood changer.
And we're back.
What the? What was? What?
And we're back listening to Polka.
Again, we'll
fun
play.
fact about myself. Well, not myself, but
Not
my
fun.
parents. my parents had an actual polka band playing at their wedding.
Oh,
They tried out multiple polka bands to find their favorite polka band to play at their wedding.
Is this before they moved down here? Are there actually South Carolinian polka bands?
No, this is in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
No, there's not.
Not a single band in South Carolina. So- you got to go way north for that, all the way to like Helvetia or something.
So you guys continue your journey to the Weird Al concert. The music getting steadily louder. The lights from the experience getting brighter and brighter in the sky. You break through the tree line, and you can see where this truck had drug this meteor into the tire factory. There's a large fence, and outside the tire factory, there's a stage has been built, and on it you can see the man you came to see, Weird Al, and his band of people whose names I don't know because names don't matter, playing their heart out to a horde of nightmare creatures that are trying to get on stage, but with the power of Polka, he's keeping them at bay.
Amazing.
You guys realize that there's the meteor in the middle of this is pulsating with a weird purplish green hue. It's turned all these people into their nightmares. And somehow or another, you need to destroy that meteor if you want to save Weird Al and enjoy the rest of this concert.
And the meteor's in the middle of all those things?
It's in the middle of all those things. How do you go about doing this?
I've never really been a big fan of polka music, to be honest, guys. I don't know.
I mean, the polka medleys are essential to the Weird Al experience. They can't all just be song parodies, man.
All right.
How are we gonna do this?
I'm gonna reach into my cargo shorts pockets, and I'm gonna pull out a big adjustable wrench in there, and a long-handled flathead screwdriver. I'm ready.
Okay, just gonna go in there and waylay it. Cool.
Wait.
Power through it. Any shopping carts around?
Roll the dice.
Why would there be
Like
shopping
something-
carts at the tire factory?
We just saw a hobo. I mean, they push shopping carts around.
I mean, that's
That's,
not bad logic.
I got 8. So
Close
that
enough,
under.
because I want the 8 under what? Oh, yeah, because you're rolling 2d8. So yeah, you look over to the right, Alan, and you do see an old shopping cart, and you're like, oh, I know how to use these. And you run over, and it's full of stuff, and you kind of dig through the stuff. It's mostly cans, beer cans and bean cans, but there's a little pouch. And you reach in and you kind of open the pouch. You pull out, it's this wallet. It's got no money in it, but it does have family photos. And when you look at the family photos, it's Gary Busey and his children. Like this was the hobo's buggy that you've
I
discovered.
don't suppose there's a box of 45 bullets in there, isn't there?
Roll the dice.
I mean, hobos, they're often armed, right? I got a 10, so probably not.
There is a box of bullets, but they do not fit your gun.
Damn it.
Yeah, he said 45. He said last week it was like a millimeter.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I never named them. I never named a caliber.
Is there a gun that matches the bullets in there?
Roll the dice.
That is average 7.
There is a gun.
Swipe it.
It matches those bullets.
All right. I want the
The box of bullets has 12 bullets in it.
Right.
All right. I want to use this card as a battering ram. I'm thinking we gotta just plow it into these things and try to clear a path to the meteor, and then
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing this hobo's dead. He was armed to the teeth. That could be dangerous.
Could I sit in the basket at the front with my hairspray and a lighter, like a flamethrower?
Yeah, I think
You
that's
can.
good. It would dump all the shit out, and yep, absolutely.
Yeah, just nothing useful in there. Dump it out. Moonbeam gets in. Alan's ready to push.
All right.
Janet's got a gun and bullets now.
Yeah, somebody needs to ride on the front, and then I'm gonna be on the back. I'm gonna push it and jump on it. You know how you
It's be like
ride.
that Jackass movie that starts with him rolling down the hill in a golf cart in a grocery buggy.
The giant
Yeah.
shopping cart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. This is happening, guys.
I only have
Rick?
2 bullets, so I gotta make them count.
Save it for the meteor. Fill that thing full of holes and maybe blow it up with some
Fascinate
fire.
Weird Al.
Brick, you be a little silent. What's Brick doing to prepare for this? Kevin, your
Scrounge
name
the
was
stuff I
Brick.
dumped. The dumped out too.
Sorry. I'm actually gonna help Alan get this thing really going.
Wait.
And then once I will give him a final shove and then chase after and follow his hopefully cleared path towards the meteor.
Is there? This is a tire factory.
It is.
Are there any tires around?
There are.
Why don't we send down a vanguard of burning tires to clear the path for us as we run up to the meeting?
Oh, I like that idea.
Like that too. So we
That
fill the
is,
cart up with
you can-
tires. Set the cart on fire,
But,
or
Why do
just
we-
roll the tires.
is there
Yeah,
anything
roll
else?
the tires on fire.
Is there anything else like explosive around?
No, I mean, there's a lot of cars. We could just siphon some of those. Some gasoline out of one of those.
There are indeed a lot of cars because people came here for a concert
And it's the 80s, so they're probably unlocked.
full of
Yeah, because
drugs.
we need to be able to like. How big is this media?
I was about to say, you remember the Rock from our high school?
You went to high school?
There was in my high school. There was a
That's
giant
what
rock.
Dwayne Johnson.
There was a giant rock in the front of the high school, and there's a bunch of different stories about how that rock got there. But it's like, people would tag it, and then they would paint over it, and people would tag it, and people would paint over it, and the football teams would tag it. They're whatever. It's constantly getting tagged. I tagged it. Obviously, I sprayed a big weed leaf on it at one point.
Naturally.
Naturally. And it was funny because it felt rubbery because there were so many layers of paint. Like the rock was probably not this. It's probably grown twice the size it used to be because of just the amount of layers of paint that are on it now. That's a real side story I took y'all on that gives you no answer to.
Yeah, still no
Does
context
rock.
free.
Bye, Tom.
Bad segue sounds.
Half the size of a Volkswagen Bug.
Whoa, that's a big rock.
Holy shit! Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess it
pretty
was
big meteor.
drug around by a tow truck. So
Yeah, it was heavy enough to put a divot in the ground when it got drugged. So it's pretty big.
Okay, that's good. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the tire thing, but first, also as well, we're gonna hotwire a car that way and send it down after the tires. After the tires, hopefully make these people or whatever in the middle there move out of the way. We'll crash the car into the damn rock.
ram it.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
I'll work on hot wiring the car. I know electronics.
Great.
Oh, honey. I got this.
I'll go around dragging a good amount of tires, and hopefully Weird Al can hold out while we do our A-team like plan.
And just like the A-Team, we go to a montage. Janet and Brick hot wiring cars.
Yeah, my good for nothing ex-husband was good for at least one thing.
New car every weekend.
My good for one thing ex-husband. And the one thing will surprise you.
Never thought it would come in useful till this one time.
But yeah, so the camera pans in and it's Janet like under a car, like striking the wires, and it cuts over and Brick's doing the same thing to a car, and it cuts to like Spencer like moderating and being like, we need these tires and we need this, and it cuts to Moonbeam just sitting in the grocery buggy smoking a joint, making sure that his hairspray is full. And then it cuts to Alan silently crying behind a tree, just staring at that picture of Gary Busey and his family. 20 minutes pass, and we're ready for action.
All right. Is the band still playing, or they've been eaten?
Thank God this polka song is so long.
still going.
I imagine Janet knows how to hotwire cars, but she never wanted her kids to be late for school.
I didn't hear a word you said because of the polka.
I said Janet probably knows how to hotwire cars because she never wants one of her kids to be late for school, whether or not she had a car. Her kids are never.
That's the reason.
That's fair. That's a good.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are we doing first?
Burning tires. Light them up.
Burning
roll 'em.
tires,
Siphon
go.
Light the tire. Jump, jump, jump.
Let's lay it out. We've got the burning tires, the cars, the shopping buggy,
Mhm.
the flamethrower in the front.
Mm-hmm.
We got 4 things.
With
right?
2 guns.
Who wants to be the tire pusher?
All right, I'll do it. Fuck it.
All right, so Spencer, let's kick it off. Everything's in action. Spencer, the tires get lit, and it's your job to like nudge them with a stick or something so that they roll down the hill towards this concert.
Yeah.
Let's see how your roll pans this out for us.
Come on, don't fuck us up on the first one.
7.
Transparent.
Yes.
Exactly average.
Right.
The tires flaming start to bounce as they go down this hill. They hit a fence that y'all didn't really see at first, but fortunately, some of the tires bounce over and start like rolling through this crowd of just demonic things. Who's doing the cars?
I'm guessing
I'll-
Brick and
I'll
Janet.
take the first car.
I was gonna say I get it set up, but I'm gonna be in the cart because me getting downhill faster. That's the only way it's gonna happen.
All right, so
So we
Brick,
can set.
Rick will be setting the cars off then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to be in them. Just put them in the right direction and let them go.
Yeah, definitely. Find a couple nice big rocks to put on the accelerator, and
Or
aim
tires.
it towards the meteor. And I rolled a 4.
All
So
right.
under.
So the
Do I roll for the second car as well?
sure, yeah, we're sending 2 cars. Yeah, see, boom, that one's going straight towards the meteor.
And then a 9. Not quite towards the meteor.
So you get really excited. The first car goes, you run, you jump towards the second one, and you go to throw the rock in, but you're kind of still in the car when it starts going. So good news is you can steer it where you want to go. Bad news is you're in the car.
All right. Well, I'll follow the path of the original car and then watch to where I can jump out.
Alan, was it on you pushing the buggy?
Yeah, we
Alright.
had it set up kind of on the hill. I'll go ahead and give it
I'll
a few
let
good
you-
pushes.
Roll twice and take the better.
All right, and I'm gonna try
If
to
you
once I
need
get
to.
it going, I'm gonna hop on. You know, kind of.
Yeah.
What was that? It's a 1 and is it a 1? Guess it good. No, it's a 7. Shit, that's a 13.
Mm.
Yeah, roll again.
Use different ones. I don't want to use those again. Yeah, 7. So that's good. I'm
All
under.
right. So yeah, kind of, you kick it off weird and it goes to V to the left, but you correct it because
I'm
of
a
your
pro.
backstory, your very specific backstory of being a supermarket cart repairman. I'll let you roll twice on that one.
Nice.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
We're going.
So the tires going through the crowd. The first car breaks through the fence, but as it breaks through the fence, it starts to wobble and wave like there's a 50-50 chance of it hitting that meteor. Brick, you're in the. What kind of car was the second car?
It was oh wait, it's 80s. So it was a Buick. Nice long body Buick.
Okay, the Buick sedan model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
What
Park
company is
Avenue. That was a big one.
Oldsmobile?
No, because
Mm.
anyone that would drive a Cadillac DeVille would not come to Weird Al. I have to.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, bullshit. I drove a Cadillac DeVille and I would totally go see. I drive a Cadillac DeVille and would totally go see Weird Al.
Plus, she said Oldsmobile. Which
No,
is
but in
different.
'83.
I asked what company is Oldsmobile?
Yeah. I don't
Was that
know.
Buick Oldsmobile?
Oldsmobile is the company.
Is that
It
the
was
company?
part of General Motors that
Okay.
made
Well, what
it
car did they make
GM.
then? Did they just make Oldsmobiles? Just
God, you're old, Kevin.
Oldsmobile?
Toyota owns the rights to it.
Oh wow.
Toyota Oldsmobile. That sounds terrible.
This totally
Oldsmobile was
isn't dampening
founded
the
in
climax
19
of
or
the
sorry.
story at all.
And the
You
first
did
one,
this.
I did not.
You asked
I
Kevin
asked him what
that
car
question.
he was driving, and then it turned into where did Oldsmobile comes from.
Your
It's
fault.
Mahogany's
That's-
fault.
You didn't just meet Kevin. It's not.
Oldsmobile became part of General Motors in
No,
1908.
stop it.
Oh my god. Spokesmodel was
Shut down the
Gary Busey.
Oldsmobile in 2004 due to declining sales.
it's an
Car
Accord. Jesus.
leans the
They've
wrong
been making it
way.
forever.
Let's look up Accords.
Oh,
The buggy's on its way down. Alan has pushed it the right way. From your vantage point, Spencer, did you just stay behind?
No, I'm gonna run after them after I kick the last tire down.
All right, so Brick's in the front with the car. Then there's a buggy with the rest of everybody except for Spencer, who's chasing on. Did you say on foot?
Yeah, with my gun waving. Ah!
Ah, okay.
Jesus
And
Christ.
as we approach, as we descend down the hill, Janet's gonna yell, "Evil dies tonight!"
Terrible slogan. No movie should use that.
Yeah. Repeatedly the whole movie. God, what was that? Halloween Kills?
Yeah.
So bad.
Thank you, Noob. I already knew the Accord had been around forever.
So I went with the cars.
Noob, are you in the Discord
Oh my
posting
God.
Carfax?
Yes, he is.
He's our car fox.
Yes, he is.
Here's
Honda
a picture
Accord
of
first introduced in 1976 with a three-door hatch. Oh,
So what had happened was, when you tell this story later to your grandchildren, those of you who survived, everything was going perfectly according to plan. That was until it didn't. Brick, roll me percentages.
percentages?
Your
boy.
your average.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because I have percentiles.
4
Hmm.
under.
You see that the car in front of you was about to veer the wrong way, but you use your car to like nudge it back, and it piles right into the meteor. There's a huge explosion that you're not far from.
Oh no.
As the explosion happens, time slows for you, Brick. And what's happening fades, and you find yourself in an office building in a cubicle. There's
Oh,
a guy,
God, no!
There's a guy over
I
there.
have to file the 1066B.
There's a guy who's just talking about the weather over the cubicle down at you, and you know you get the feeling he's just been talking to you for your whole life. Alan, you see Brick's car knock the other car into the meteor, and an explosion happens, but the explosion overtakes Brick. You can't see him for a moment through the flash of fire. Give me a roll to see if you can still maintain your trajectory.
Okay. These dice are terrible. It's a 4. So that's a 9.
Raccoons
good.
fall out of the sky onto your
What the
face. And the buggy careens in a weird way, slinging its passengers and yourself out into the great wide open. Tom Petty.
Okay.
Moonbeam. Roll your dice. Let's see how you roll through this one.
I don't roll dice. I spin a wheel.
You don't need to remind me every time. Just do it.
Give him
then
a
say
damn
it.
number.
10.
Son of a bitch. Is that the well, that's over. As it's coming down, you're like, you know what I need before all this really gets started, even though it's already started? One last hit on that joint. And you breathe it in, and it's for a moment, it's the tastiest weed you've ever tasted, but then you realize it's just tobacco. Your whole bag isn't weed. Somebody in this group has replaced your weed with tobacco.
Nah, it was mostly seeds and stems anyway.
And you are very allergic to tobacco. And then the cart tips over and you start to fly through the sky.
No, I tip it over myself. I tip it when I find out that I'm out.
Well, it was
Take a
already
stick.
tipping because of the raccoons on Alan's face, but
Oh.
yeah. Janet, roll your percentiles as the buggy begins to throw you and Moonbeam out into the yard.
5.
That's under.
Mm-hmm.
You perfectly tuck and roll with just the knowledge that all of your children are alive and well, no matter what happens to you. Spencer, you see the buggy careen as raccoons appeared from nowhere on Alan's face, and they begin tearing at him.
You could see these raccoons? Okay.
And the explosion
real.
has happened, but it's already starting to fade. And you can see Brick in the driver's seat, kind of just looking around, screaming. He looks like he's mouthing weird W2s and TI 95s. It's just strange corporate speak coming out of him. You see Moonbeam crash into the ground hard. You see Janet tuck and roll. She comes up smiling, the knowledge that her children are not dead.
Oh, weird that I know that, but okay.
But you realize if you can put a bullet right into the meteor where that first car hit, you might be able to crack it open. Roll the dice.
6.
Yes.
You do. You hit the meteor.
I finally hit something.
Finally. It was one of your last 2 shots to actually do something. And as you pull the trigger, it's the face of Billy. He was your biggest high school bully, and his face is right dead center where the bullet needs to go, and it happens. You hit the meteor. It fractures open and dissolves. The people that are still alive are no longer their own worst nightmares. You look over at Janet breathing heavily. You look over at Alan, who's dead, raccoons eating his flesh.
Jesus.
You look into the car at Brick, who's had a heart attack and died unexpectedly. And then you look over at Moonbeam,
Wish he
who
was dead.
just he never speaks again. He never finds the happiness in weed that he's known his whole life. But you and Janet go on to live together
What?
because this concert and event has shown y'all that even though you're 2 totally different people, Janet already has 6 kids, but she sees you as her 7th, an unemployed comic book artist.
No, thank you. Absolutely not.
This is
And
how
Weird Al officiates not the wedding, but your new family dynamic.
6 is enough.
Wait, are we still having nightmares?
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Oh
This is
my
Names
God.
Don't Matter, and now I'm going to play the whole 3 minutes and 42 seconds of this song.
It's
while I'm
so-
Gary Busey was driving a blue Volvo C30 when he was accused of a hit and run in Malibu. Volvo C30 is a 3-4 front-engine front-wheel drive premium compact hatchback manufactured and marketed by Volvo Cars from 2006 to 2013 in a single generation. Powered by inline 4 straight 5 engines, the C30 is a variant of the Volvo S40, V50, and C70 range, sharing the same Ford C1 Volvo P1 platform.
Still going?
Oh yeah, still going.
car did you drive?
One minute in.
Oh my god.
It's clown music.
I really felt like it was almost over. The whole thing, doing all of it. All right. Our listeners have to do it, so do we.
Musically, the song is impressive. I wouldn't listen to it.
Oh.
Ooh, a false breakdown.
Oh, wow. Oh, there.
Kind of sad.
This is the part you find out when the clown was killed. There you go. Clown's alive again.
Here it comes.
2 minutes in.
Oh.
Died before you, Tucker. Could you go up on stage and just make everyone listen to this? Part of my final wishes. Would be nice. Yeah, no,
I can't really hear what you're saying.
So when I die, I'm at my funeral. Please go up on stage and make everyone listen to this for 3 minutes. Thank you. Uncle Baby Billy, he also has really big.
42 seconds left. Come on, we can do it.
Wow. That was 20 seconds. It felt like it's all right.
Like a jam
All
band
right,
trying to
someone
get back
needs
together.
to go and check on Terrence. I think he really did shoot himself in the face.
My favorite part.
What's his band called?
I don't know. I don't think Terrence is breathing. Oh, he's alive. Okay. I
The
was
next
watching your
day,
chest there for a minute.
the next day, Tim found a ride to try and find his vehicle that never came back. That dope windowless panel van with the gecko playing the flying V guitar was discovered on the side of the road. Inside that van, we find 5 bodies. I don't know if y'all heard the weird.
Do that again.
It's great because the sound is gone.
Oh.
It's just you doing weird stuff.
I'll add the sound in post. Be sure to tune in.